Hello, everyone. It is a glorious day. I am working with a friend today who lives out at Wollombi, so I'm having a lovely day on the road and working out of cafes and her house. And today I wanted to talk about pre-qualifying people. So this conversation is all about sales. If you feel icky about sales, if you are not good at sales, if you feel somehow resistant to sales, if you do not like selling things to other people, one of the things that you have to realize is that pretty much every time you open your mouth, you are selling. If you want your child to eat their vegetables, you are selling. If you want your boss to be convinced by an idea that you've got, you are selling. So much of the day we are selling, whether we know it or not, and whether we like it or not. So it makes sense to get better at sales. And one of the really clear ways that you can get better at sales, or even just get better at buying things, is to learn how to pre-qualify. So pre-qualify is just a fancy way of saying, do you meet all the criteria for someone who would buy this product? Or does the person who you are selling to meet the criteria of someone who would buy your product? The reason we're having this conversation is because I just spent an hour of my time this morning on a phone call to someone who was trying to sell me their product. Now, a certain amount of pre-qualifying had got me to the stage that I was on the call in the first place. So partly they did the pre-qualifying thing well. We went through pretty much an hour of conversation about their service and what they could offer, and their service is fantastic and it looks amazing. And then we got to the conversation around price. They had not pre-qualified me around this conversation whatsoever. So I was very clear with the person that the price that they were asking is not the price that I was prepared to pay. And instead of gracefully bowing out, the guy used the next 5 to 10 minutes to still try to convince me to buy his product. So, what I would say is the learning out of that for me is that you, as a consumer, you need to pre qualify yourself and ask these questions up front so you don't end up wasting an hour of your time that you could otherwise be using wisely. And if you are selling something from your business to another person, make sure in your sales pipeline or in your funnel or in the system that you have that got that person to have that conversation with you in the first place, make sure you are asking all the key questions, including would you pay X for a particular service that you are offering. If you have totally pre qualified people, once you get on a call to them, you won't need an hour. It'll be a 10-minute conversation and they'll say, yep, 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 that's great, that's fantastic, let's proceed. And if you're not getting all the yeps, let's proceed, it tells you that you have not pre-qualified that person properly. So have a think about your world. You might be running a business, you might be working for someone else, it might be internal sales. The same thing applies if you're selling an idea or a concept up into the executive team or to a senior team in your organization. You always need to pre qualify and pre qualify yourself if you are buying from someone. So, hopefully, that is some handy tips that will save you time and save you money. If you want more information like this, please jump on our website, 3wsbeingmorehuman.com.au. Cheers.